don't get Jamaican. From different races, you get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Be hating on riches of 100K I spent that on my wrist, $200 spent that on your model, put that on my list. Oh, there he go in that foreign again. In the scene, bring the car in the end. We should have wrote. The ring go, I won't call her again. Woke up early in morning. Crib as big as a college. Me up under the loudest. Whipping some with no mileage. Diamonds cost me a fortune. Them horses all in them Porsches. Can't handle afford it. 4,200 my mortgage. Falling on Red Corbett. You haters, you bore me. Only the real get a piece of the plate. Repping my city and running my state. Keep me up through they run with the. Won't beef, then I visit your place. Bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races, you get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
And I'm at it again. There go that flow bringing tragedy in. Cop me your chain, your salary spent. Just sweeping them cavities in. Counting money, hourly spend. Letting them seem like Olsen twins. Squares, cabinet bins. Neck full of gold, Olympian. Demons don't blowing the check on the gear. Falling so and how I leer. Strap with them was in.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Suns in Phoenix. Well, for the Suns, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Well, Freak was recently selected to be a part of All-Star Weekend. Very big honor for him, and I'm sure there will be a lot expected of him. You guys have both been involved with All-Star Weekend. What's it like? What's going through their heads right now?
Well, the most important thing you have to do is just enjoy the weekend. It's going to be a lot of superstars there. It's going to be a lot of things going on. You just have to go, perform, let them know who you are. The fans voted you in. Got to give them a great show.
Yeah, but I think, guys, if you're there, you can't get caught up with all of the hype and everything and all the star watching. I think you're there to be the star, not to see the stars. So you have to.
Seems before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. You look at the Rockets facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
Yeah, right now, the Rockets hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Well, it figures to be a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to lock down a postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Beasley. And it's Chalmers in at the point guard. And so here is Houston. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
On defense, Houston, 4-point game. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Here's Howard. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Banks. And that one's good. Well, if you've seen some of the slams he's thrown down this year, it shouldn't come as a surprise. Freak will be participating in this year's dunk contest.
Yeah, I'm claiming it right now. I mean, he's my favorite to win the thing. I just don't see how he doesn't come away with the crown with his creativity and ability to elevate and levitate.
Now here's Banks. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. A 3-ball kept alive. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Harden. He's coming off a 16-point game against Miami.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
Now here's Banks. Harden missing his last shot. Warren kicks to Teletovic. Outside Banks. To the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Houston.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
He doesn't get the second one. Rockets leading by 3. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there, cooperate, sharing the ball, and try to limit the one-on-one play.
And if they can do that, they will have success shooting the basketball. I think it's guaranteed.
Now Warren, Trevor Ariza missing from long range. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Booker. And that's now 7 points for Freak.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Chalmers passes to Howard. And there's the feed to Harden. Beasley with it. Working on Teletovic. Stolen by Len. And here's Banks. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Now, here's Warren. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Suns have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And checking out the game for Freak. Already with 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Len. Villanueva comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Booker.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Bledsoe dishes to Banks. Shoots from the elbow, and he nails the jumper. Banks has got 11.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Harden with a screen on Bledsoe. And Beverly kicks to Harden. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Rockets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock it.
Suns trail by 3, so on the floor for Houston. They've got Trevor Ariza. Chalmers is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Beasley, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Beverly against Banks, and Beverly kicks to Chalmers. Another miss by Houston.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Banks passes to Len. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Banks. 6 on the shot clock. That gives them the lead. Banks has got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Beverly against Banks. And Beverly kicks to Beasley. Misses the 3.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
They swipe it. There's the pass to Banks. Teletovic dishes to Booker. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Mario Chalmers picks one up. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Free throw good, Booker. Some changes for Phoenix. Tyler Hansbrough checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And Brooks subbed in for Knight. And switch here also for Houston. Stokes is checked in.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He finished with 30 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. This game might have acted as a coming-out party for him in the NBA, a truly dominating performance. Let's see, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Rockets trail by 6. And Beverly kicks to Beasley. To the left wing. Here's Stokes. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Stokes has got his first bucket in this one. To the paint. Kicks it out to Banks. Good ball movement here by the Suns. From outside, off the mark. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Raptors.
Deadly from behind the three-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
Right through the D for the layup. Banks has got 20.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Doris Burke has some information for us, Doris.
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. He He also brought up offensive rebounding as something that should be a priority, saying, quote, those are the battles we can and should win. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Charlie Villanueva's checked in for the Suns. Bledsoe comes in for Aaron Brooks. And a switch here also for Houston.
Booker, he's checked in for Jarnell Stokes.
They struggled a bit at the line earlier, but they found a nice comfort zone there now here in the second. They've been red hot from the stripe.
Bledsoe against Chalmers. To the inside. Here's Booker. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Suns leading by 5. Bledsoe passes to Chandler. Banks against Harden. Kicks it to Warren. Here's Banks. Good D by Harden.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Inside. Can't hit. Great defense that time from Banks. Suns have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Back to Bledsoe. Over to the left wing. Villanueva. No good on the 3. Rockets trail by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Harden. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Harden's got 10.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Banks kicks to Warren. Out left to the wing. Phoenix, no good that time either. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Suns lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. But I don't try to force it on offense. Good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look
Out to the rim, consistent.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Banks in at point guard. Mirza Teletovic out there with Len. Then there's Warren, and it's Booker in at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Rockets trail by 5. Harden dishes to Chalmers. Beasley outside. Ariza outside. 5 on the clock. The 3. And that one's good. Ariza's got his second bucket of the night.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
It's Banks with the drive, and it's sent back by Howard. And he gets the bucket. And the Suns lead by 4. Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Ariza, right side. Screen by Howard. Ariza kicks to Harden.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Dishes it to Booker. That 3 off the mark. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Chalmers. Beasley, the pass to Ariza. Drops it in from 11 feet. Ariza's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And Zaletovic kicks to Banks. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Howard with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
And a look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. First in blocks, second in rebounding. And they're right there, I mean, among the top 5 teams in second chance points. Doing a really good job of offensive rebounding and then being able to score the ball when they get that second chance.
And going back to that top ranking in terms of block shots, for me it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times that gets in your head.
Hansbrough's checked in for the Suns. Brandon Knight comes in for Warren. Zaletovic dishes to Banks. 6 on the shot clock. Off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. And Brooks is checked in for Banks. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third.
And not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Banks against Chalmers. Puts it up from 12. The shot misses. Great D that time from Banks.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
That will count. No good on that last second attempt there. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The Rockets on top. They lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And so it's Houston with it. They lead by 4. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Chalmers. Trevor Booker is out there with Beasley. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Capella in at the center.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Banks passes to Villanueva. Warren kicks to Banks. Pass to Villanueva. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Banks. Here's Chalmers. "13 feet away. Beasley with a clean look. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. Chalmers has got his 4th assist in this one. The Suns shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Banks. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Villanueva. And it's Booker in for Brandon Knight. And then for Houston, Howard's checked in for Capella. Riza comes in for Booker. And it's Harden in for Corey Brewer. Chalmers against Banks. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
At the line for the Suns, Dwight Howard. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
And Booker gets to Teletovic. There's the dish to Banks. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's Chalmers. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 1.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Puts one up from 19. Banks, no good. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Beasley the screen. Here's Ariza. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 5 assists tonight. Suns have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Feeds to Teletovic. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Banks dishes to Len. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Shot clock at 5. Fires from 14. Banks, no good. Rockets leading by 3. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Shoots the 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. On offense, here are the Rockets. Harden with it. Now defended by Warren. Harden the pass to Howard. Ejected by Len. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Here's Beasley. An easy layup. They're coming off the pick. Beasley's got 4 this quarter. Suns trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Warren with the ball. Outside Banks. Here's Teletovic. Pass to Booker. Looking to end the run. And good. He nails it. Rockets leading by 5. Now Chalmers. Kicks it out to Ariza. Jacks up a three. Teletovic grabs the board.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Warren kicks to Banks. Shoots it up. Carries the jump shot. Now it's just a three-point Rocket lead.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
Harden. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Warren.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
He kicks it to Banks. He feeds it to Landry. Chalmers against Banks. Out to the wing. The pass to Book to tie it up. The Rockets pull it in.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Chalmers with it. Now defended by Warren. But they'll get another chance. No good from Beasley. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Booker kicks to Banks. Teletovic in the corner. Land dishes to Teletovic. Here's Banks. Off target from downtown. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Execution, fellas. Do your job. Freak, you're our leader out there. Execute.
Here's Banks. Off target with that shot. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Oh, feeling freak.
Yeah, you got us this time, man. We're going to get you next time, though.
Not happening, freak. Keep dreaming, though. Hit me up when you get a chance. Got some stuff to talk to you about.
All right, we'll do. Hey, I'm serious. We're going to get you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it. Not even a little.
Yeah.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Phoenix Suns in this one as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. Looking at Denver, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have
basketball
no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shooter.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Kevin Harlan has a very high basketball IQ. Shaq has it too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He just doesn't like it.
I went to BYB, Bust Your Butt University.
And the Nuggets as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. The Suns.